Welcome back to our channel, Serious Story Sessions. If you like our content and wish to see more from us, please click that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for future videos. Your support means the world to us, and we thank you. Enjoy the video. My ex is attempting to sabotage my business to steal all of my customers. Hi Reddit, I'm sorry in advance because this is going to be long, but I feel like if I don't explain everything, people will think I'm exaggerating or leaving things out. I wish I were. I really wish this was fake, but unfortunately, it's just my life right now. I, 24F, work at a fast food place in a mall food court. I've been there for 5 years. I started when I was barely an adult, nervous, broke, and just trying to survive. Over time, it became more than a job. I worked my way up to shift lead. I train new hires. I handle closing paperwork, inventory, and customer complaints. I know the regulars. I know which families come every Friday. I know which older couple splits one combo and always leaves exact change. It's not glamorous, but it's mine. Directly across from my counter, like I can make eye contact if I'm standing at register 2, is another fast food place. That's where my ex-boyfriend, 26M, works. We dated for almost 3 years. We met at the mall because of course we did. He worked at a shoe store back then. We bonded over closing shifts, mall food court chaos, and complaining about customers who somehow managed to spill drinks on themselves without touching the cup. At first, he was supportive, or at least I thought he was. Over time, his comments changed. He'd say things like, "You're still there? Don't you want more than this?" I'd be embarrassed if I were still doing fast food at your age. I told him I liked the stability, that I was good at it, that not everyone needs some flashy career to feel fulfilled. He'd roll his eyes and say I was settling. Meanwhile, he couldn't keep a job longer than 6 months. Everything was always someone else's fault. Bad managers, toxic coworkers, unfair schedules. I was the one paying bills on time. I was the one with consistency. The breaking point came during a fight where he told me I was dragging him down and that he felt stuck, watching me be content with something he thought was beneath us. I ended it that night. I cried for weeks, but eventually I felt lighter, like I'd chosen myself. Then, 3 months later, I walked into work and saw him behind the counter across from me in a brand new uniform. My heart dropped into my shoes. I tried to tell myself it was just coincidence. Big mall, limited jobs, whatever. But from the beginning, it felt intentional. At first, it was passive-aggressive. He'd loudly tell customers things like, "Yeah, we clean our fryers every night. Our soda machine actually works. We don't let food sit under heat lamps," not directly naming us, just enough implication. Customers started repeating it, asking if our food was fresh, joking about whether they'd get food poisoning. Sales dipped. His place? Busier than ever. Then the reviews hit. 1-star reviews flooded our page in the span of a week, all suspiciously similar. Complaints about items we hadn't sold in years. Claims about hair, bugs, mold. Corporate called our manager. We were put under scrutiny. Then things went from petty to straight up unhinged. Our fryers started malfunctioning, repeatedly. Always on days he worked. Maintenance couldn't find a cause. One tech even joked, "It's like someone's trying to kill these things." One night during a rush, our soda tasted wrong. Sprite tasted like Coke. Coke tasted like root beer. We opened the machine. The syrup lines had been deliberately switched. Then someone poured sugar into our salt shaker. We didn't notice until fries kept coming back. Then someone swapped mild sauce labels with extra spicy ones. A kid cried. A mom screamed at me. I nearly cried too. Every single time something went wrong, I could feel his eyes on me from across the food court. Sometimes I'd look up and he'd already be watching, smiling, smug, like this was all entertainment. I tried to confront him once, calmly. I told him this was my job. That whatever issues he had with me didn't justify hurting my coworkers or customers. He laughed. He said, "You always make yourself the victim." Another time, he cornered me near the bathrooms and accused me of trying to sabotage him, said I was jealous his place was doing better, said I couldn't stand seeing him win. I started dreading going to work. I'd wake up nauseous. I lost weight. I snapped at coworkers. I cried in the walk-in freezer more times than I can count. The final straw came when someone anonymously reported us to the health department. Inspectors showed up during lunch rush. We passed, but the damage was done. Customers stared. Some left. I went home that night and broke down completely. That's when I decided I was done being quiet. I documented everything. Dates, times, screenshots, maintenance reports, witness statements. I talked to other food court workers who admitted they'd overheard him bragging about ruining my shifts and making sure my place failed. I brought a literal folder to mall management. They investigated, security footage lined up, his repeated presence near our equipment, fake review accounts traced back to his phone, complaints filed from the same IP address he used at work. Corporate got involved. He was fired and banned from working anywhere in the mall. Now his friends are calling me heartless. He texted me from a new number saying I destroyed his life, that I was petty, vindictive, and obsessed with winning. But here's the thing. I didn't do this to win. I did it because I deserved to work without being harassed by someone who couldn't handle that I was happy without him. Business is slowly recovering. Regulars are back. My manager thanked me. My coworkers hugged me. But I still feel conflicted sometimes. So Reddit, Aita for reporting my ex and getting him fired and banned from the mall after months of deliberate sabotage. If you enjoyed this kind of content, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next batch of stories. See you all next time. Goodbye for now.